Last video student we were about the technological unemployment. Now I am proceeding with the measurement of unemployment. There are three sources of data of unemployment. How we make the data to be collected, about how to measure. For measurement what is needed, data is needed. So how we accumulate this data? These data are accumulated from three sources. Very first, Report of Census of India. Second, National Sample Survey Organization's Report on Employment and Unemployment Situation, and Directorate General of Employment and Training Data of Registration with Employment Exchanges. These three are the sources, students, from where we collect the information of unemployment. So it has to make measurement, what is the rate of unemployment, whether it is increasing or decreasing. As per the population, if we were state student, definitely it will not be reducing, but government and other institutions are trying their level best that they can reduce the problems of unemployment from our country. Rate of unemployment in our country is nearly 8.28% in 2004 and 5. Economic Survey 2009 and 10. Causes of unemployment in India. Unemployment, as it exists in India, it is a very complex phenomena, as it not due to a single cause. Main cause of unemployment are as follows. Causes of unemployment is very much needed, student. Before starting the causes, I will say, because if we will come to know the reason about any problem, definitely we can able to detect the problem properly and also to solve the problem properly. For solving any problem, the cause must be diagnosed. So that was only the causes of unemployment in India. Let us focus. Very first, faulty employment planning. The 5-year plans in India have not been designed for employment generation. A frontal attack to solve the problem of unemployment is missing. It was thought that economic growth will take care of unemployment problems. It will take 30 to 50 years for the poor people to get the basic minimum facilities. Emphasis on capital intensive projects. An increasing significance has been given to capital intensive projects during the process of development. In a labor surplus economy, use of automatic machines and other sophisticated equipments has resulted in large scale unemployment. For example, gradual introduction of modernization in certain key industries like jute and cotton has displaced labor, which has resulted in the rise of number of unemployed peoples. So capital intensive projects, when it came to modernize our country, we have seen our country people were already dependent on labor intensive technology, because labors were easily available in our country, as well as we people were not so much developed and mechanized. But later when our country adapted the capital intensive technology, what we find, though we were stepping into modernization, but the unemployment situation was very worst. People were removed from the organization just because they were not knowing how to work in the capital intensive technology. Excessive use of foreign technology. Lack of scientific and technical research at home due to its high cost has resulted in excessive use of foreign technology, which has led to technical unemployment in our country. Lack of financial resources. The expansion and diversification programs of agriculture and small-scale industries have suffered because of lack of financial resources. This has been accompanied by increasing government control of economic activities. Slow growth process. When a country grows, its production and employment expands. In India, production has expanded and the economy has grown. As a result of this, employment opportunities have increased. But these opportunities are not adequate enough to solve the problem of unemployment. So there is a very slow growth process, students, of our country. Why? Because this slow growth process is also a reason of unemployment in our country. As per the changing time, our country has not adapted the modernized technology, but now present situation 2022, it has been changed the scenario. In India, production has expanded and the economy has grown up. As a result of this, employment opportunity have increased, and this opportunity, but as we learn, jobless growth. The same problem now also is there. Though we are solving the problem, but unemployment is still existing in the same ratio. Increase in labor force. The population explosion stage of India economy has added young people to the labor force who are seeking employment. So there is an increase in labor force. Adverse effects of unemployment in India. Unemployment is an evil. It has many harmful effects such as rise in poverty. Unemployment and poverty are related problems. Generally, a person without a job contributes nothing to the production activity. Unemployed persons are dependent upon others for satisfying his basic needs. In this way, unemployment leads to poverty. So that is rise in poverty, students. Unemployment and poverty are related problems, we know very well, because as the people will be unemployed, they will not be having income, and when the people are not having the income to satisfy their basic needs, definitely they will be able to come in the category of poverty. So unemployment and poverty are related problems. Poverty is just because of unemployment. Unemployed person is dependent upon others for satisfying his basic need. In this way, employment leads to poverty. Okay, so unemployment is the leading problem for the poverty. Unemployment is depressing. Definitely you have seen many people, those who are unemployed, they are depressed from their life because they want the job to do work, but they are not getting at the same time. They are having enough qualification and specialization in the work, but opportunity is very less in the market. So what the people feel after doing so much hard work, still their place is not there in the country, and because of that they feel depression. So unemployment is a curse and a calamity. An able-bodied person willing to work but unable to get a job creates a sense of unwantedness and frustration for the unemployed person. Unemployment results in starvation for the family of the unemployed persons. Loss of human resource, students. Human resource is valuable. In unemployment, able and willing people do not get work. It is a waste of manpower and loss of valuable human resources. Social unrest. Unemployment adversely affects the peace of a society. Unemployment leads to theft, dacoity, deception, gloom, etc. Definitely. This situation we have seen practically when the lockdown happened. People from many factories has been detained from their job, and after that when they were fined 6 months and 7 months, they were not having any source of money. They were not having any income to fulfill the needs of the basic needs of the family. These problems of dacoity, deception, gloom, etc. started. That is the social unrest, students. People mind will go in the wrong direction for earning the money so as to satisfy the basic needs. So these are the adverse effect of having the unemployment in India. Poverty will rise, unemployment is depression, loss of human resource power we will see, and the social unrest. Loss of human resource in one example is there when students are learning. In this, some of the students' mind it comes there, why to learn? People are unemployed after learning also. So there are many types of things which makes us demotivated, depressed. So that are the very adverse reason, cause and effects of unemployment in India. Measures to solve unemployment problems, if we see, there must be some measurement. Definitely, when some problems are there, some corrections are needed. So measurement is needed to solve unemployment problem. There are general measures and specific measures. General measures to solve the unemployment problems are as follows. Very first, different methods have to be adapted to solve different aspects of the problem of unemployment. General measures to solve the unemployment problems are population control. There is need to control the growth rate of population so that the number of new entrants to the labor market can be reduced. Reforms in education policy. Effort should be made to provide vocational training which will develop skill and upgrade the quality of labor force. So there must be reform in education policy, that people after getting proper education and training, they can make themselves upgraded with the quality of labor force, and they can make a place in the society. Even if they are not getting some place in some of the job area, they can make the job for themselves. Diversification of farm activities. A high growth of value-added agriculture business like fishery, animal husbandry, horticulture and aquaculture offers scope for employment expansion. The potential of these sectors for income and employment generation can hardly be underestimated. So there are diversification of many farm activities, like for farmers who were knowing only one activity, now they can do fishery, animal husbandry also parallelly with the agriculture, so that seasonal unemployment problem which we have learned can be stopped. The people can come to know the whole round the year they can get the jobs. So that can be done. Development of village and small scale industries, definitely by the education can be done. Village and small scale industries are less capital intensive, so what we can do, we can give them source of understanding where they can start with the small capital, any type of activities or business which can give them income. They employ more labor per unit of capital, thus development of a very small village and small industries will help to solve the problems of unemployment in both rural and urban areas. Special measures. The special measure taken by the government for employment generation are same as that for poverty alleviation. One scheme recently implemented by the government is NREG. Okay, Manrega also you can say, and it is National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. What it is? National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. According to NREG, they said the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005 was passed by the government in the parliament to generate employment for those in need of jobs in rural areas. NREG scheme was implemented in 2006 in 200 identified districts. It promises 100 days of guaranteed wages employment to all adult members of rural households who volunteer to do unskilled manual work. The families which are living below poverty line are covered in this scheme. So this is NREG students, very important. NREG, it helps to the student, it helps to get more and more education regarding the jobs to the people and help to identify jobs in the district and the state level. So one of the scheme is 100 days of guaranteed wages employment. This scheme is already working now also. The people at least 3 months in a year can get the job, so that if once the people will start doing work, definitely they will find some job so that they can get income throughout the year. No, once they will find the income, they will never stop it. They will try to earn it anyhow throughout the year by the best possible way, but the legal way. So that is the particular chapter, unemployment, problems, causes, measurement, all we have learnt in this chapter. I hope you have understood. Thank you for today's class. Students, some of the classes we will be having the live classes also, but before putting the live classes link, I will be explaining, I will be telling you one day before when I will be taking live classes of yours, or in the morning 7 o'clock I will be putting messages that today will be the live classes. Be in the WhatsApp group what is created by the teachers. Please be in that, check out the messages daily that what classes we will have. We will be having the live classes also, so that in that live classes you people can ask the questions also and we can discuss the topic live. Okay, so thank you for today's classes. Have a nice day.